What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tay Trades, man, and I'm back with another video, man. I want to let y'all know that it feels good to be back. Your boy is back funded after losing my last account, and so we back funded. So we will be posting videos on the channel again. Definitely just letting y'all know about my trading journey, showing y'all my trades as we keep this train rolling to pass this account, man. And so, without further ado, just gonna get right into it. I both of my trades that I took for the week were wins, so we're just gonna go over those trades. Why did I take the trades, right, etc. So first, we have Bitcoin here. So I'm gonna go ahead and analyze Bitcoin for y'all. All right. So if you take a look at the weekly, right, we ran highs here, but we failed to close above, right? And then we had this nice wick here, failed to close above. So I figured, okay, price probably gonna pull off, right? Sell off. We had this nice run here, so it was only just amount of time, right amount of time to sell off, right? Especially after running highs and failing to close above. So if you go down to the daily, so we got that one confluence where the weekly failed to close above after running highs. And then as I went down to the daily time frame, we had this bearish engulfing that completely invalidated this fair value gap here, right? We closed right here and closed, filled up the whole gap, showed no rejection, and closed. So immediately I thought, okay, this right here, every buyer here, once we had this push up, I immediately saw this as sell side liquidity, right? For the stop losses of all the buyers here. After we had this continuation, everybody thinks price is going to just keep going. We had this bearish engulfing, sell side liquidity created off the buyers. And then as you can see, price started to, we had this doji here. Then we had this candlestick that overtook the previous day's candle, where we took out the highs and the lows. And so immediately then I knew that, okay, my bias is looking good, right? So if you go down to the 4 hour time frame, we had this fair value gap here for all the bulls, right? And so you did get the rejection here. It would have been a nice buy, but I would only taken it to this buy side here, as you can see. If not, you would have got wiped, right? Because price wants to sell off, right? Creating this sell side liquidity, right? Weekly time frame failed to close above the highs. Daily bearish engulfing. So we know that price wants to move lower, right? Those are two highly bearish signals. So trying to take a buy here, which would have been a good setup, only to take profit here. Anything other, you would have got wiped out. So so price pushed up, ran the high, failed to close above that high as well on the 4 hour time frame, showing that this was just a liquidity sweep. So we took buy side here, and then we started moving lower. So on the 1 hour time frame, I believe it gave me a fair value gap here. Once it traded into that gap, that's when I got in. Stop loss up here, take profit at sell side liquidity. As you can see, price sold off. Once we got around here, I took partials, and then I just held the rest and let it run until we hit TP, which we ultimately did. I didn't take any extra trades, and so that was the sell setup on Bitcoin for trade one. And then I'll just show you guys for proof. As you can see, here go my nice little indicator showing that I got in once price tapped into the fair value gap. And then once price got close to the low, I took partials here. As you can see, the green, I took partials. And then ultimately, I got out. I didn't have to manually get out. My TP got hit, and trade locker took me out once we finally took out the lows, finishing off that trade. So that was a good sell on Bitcoin. I also took a sell on Aussie CAD. And I was bearish on Aussie CAD, so we're gonna go over that real quick as well. If you go to the weekly time frame, once again, same thing. Price was highly bearish. We took out some old yearly lows here. After we did that, price pushed up, right? Completely filled in this fair value gap from here to here. Right after that, I said price started the bullishness started to weaken. Right, we pushed up, closed like a big doji, and then from there I knew that reversal time was happening. So we had this nice sell off here, boom, sold off, created a low high, low low, and this is what really gave me the signal to catch the sell. Right, so we kind of got relatively equal lows here. This was sell side liquidity here because this was the last low before the high, right? And so when price came down, and it didn't overtake it, and it pushed back up. This is kind of like a double bottom, right? But this is also sell side liquidity because there's so many stops here, right? And then a lot of people see this as a double bottom, right? So buyers push up. Many think that it's going to continue higher. I was bullish, highly bearish. The trend is bearish. Price action is bearish. So, and we completely filled in that gap, right? So now it's time to sell again. Once it pushed up, I immediately knew, okay, we're going to get it. This is going to be a nice price target. Now, when the week started, price pushed up, but I don't trade. I wait till Tuesdays to trade. I don't trade Sundays and Mondays. So I didn't catch the sale when it pushed up and then sold off. But this is what happened that was beautiful, right? So when we did finally run these lows, we failed to close below it. And so once we failed to close below, um, I was waiting for price to pull back, right? So if you go down to the 4 hour, it was nice to see price sweep those lows in the beginning of the week, and then we pull back. Once we pulled back, price started rejecting, and I got in for the sale so that we can now take out these lows, in which we did. Now I didn't get in off any fair value gaps, anything like that. But what happened was once price pulled back, and it started to sell off, it started rejecting around here. We ran this high. So we had the first initial sell here. Price ran this high here, failed to close above, and I was watching on the smaller time frame, and in action I saw price rejecting here. So we had this low here, we had price running it here, and I was watching as price ran it, and I saw it start rejecting the highs, and so I got in. And then basically, yeah, I got in. Stop loss was above here, and one of these old lows over here, and we basically held the trade. Once price got here, I did take partials, like I did on Bitcoin. I took partials, and as you can see, price did pull back. I didn't take any extra trades. I just held the rest until we finally took TP. Took profit until it manually got out. Well, until it automatically got me out after hitting these lows, taking out the lows. Could have got more sales in, but I only take 2 trades a week, right? I'm staying disciplined to my rules. Those are my rules, 2 trades a week. And so I'm not going to override my rules for profits because that's how you lose in the game, right? So stick to your system. The system works. It protects you. We're not here to pass quickly. We're just here to follow our rules. So let's go to AC. So I can just show you guys the markers if it pops up, if it loads. But yeah, man, I mean, we started the week off. These are my first 2 trades on the challenge for the week. This week was a profitable week. Made $80. We made about $84, and closed out at about $81 for profit, which is great for the week. It's a good start of the week, and we just gonna keep it moving. So let's see if AC can load. Trade Locker can load AC chart. I can show you guys my indicators, but if not, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You guys know I show my trades. You see my balance here. So it is what it is. Not, I'm fake it, right? If I took the trade, I took the trade. I'm not gonna cap about it. And so the story will definitely stay the same with AC. I will be looking for more sales next week to AC to fill in that gap on a weekly time frame. That price left behind, I was short after this chart loads. Those would be like my next price targets. I probably should have just swing traded AC, to be honest, but it's all good. I am highly bullish on Bitcoin, though. I do see Bitcoin getting to about $100,000 a coin, selling out to about 100 grand, and if it looks to sell down more, 90,000 to 92,000 would be the next target for Bitcoin before we take off to see like 130, 140, 150, and possibly 200 grand this year. So here we go with AC once again. You see my sell marker here. My sell marker, I got in on this candlestick here when it started rejecting. Took partials when it got real close to the low. Price filled in this 4 hour fair value gap, right? Consolidated, got real choppy, and then it finally took out the rest of my trade here when it finally took out the low. So beautiful sell on Bitcoin, beautiful sell on Aussie CAD this week. It was amazing and a good way to start off the challenge. Definitely a great way to start off the challenge, man. So we just gotta stick to our rules, stay disciplined on the charts, and we'll be soon to pass the challenge, man. Not worried about profits. Didn't take any extra trades. I'm not here to just try to hurry up and make money. I'm just here to follow my rules, take my trades, execute, and keep it moving. So, like I said, next week I will be looking for more Aussie CAD sales to fill in this gap right here on the weekly time frame. This is kind of like my next objective. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, you know what to do. Hopefully you'll learn something. Hopefully you like my content. So yes, sir, man. It's your boy Tay Trades, and I'm out. Let's get it.